What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 9450. I'm Daniel Artest, aka Mr. I Hoop Better Than You. And
What?
yeah, it's a shot at somebody that's watching tonight. Salute to them.
We didn't even let the credits roll, and we just right to it, huh?
Yeah, we getting right to it today. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday. I've had better Sundays. I'm a little nasally. Allergies have been kicking my butt. Can't let that stop talking about good old basketball. So we are here.
Yeah, facts. I was watching our last episode and I realized that I got the same hat and shirt on, yo.
Where is Waldo? Head ass.
Yo,
Thank you.
same hat and shirt. I was like, yo, this Sundays, I gotta change up. I even got the same cup too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks from grandma's where their Sunday's best. That's your Sunday's best.
That's crazy if this is my Sunday's best. Oh man, I gotta start changing up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the hat stain. So I'm sorry, I like the hat. But other than that, the shirt is gonna bounce, man. You know what? We need some podcast gear. So any investors out there, you know what I'm saying? Want to help us get some podcast gear, then you know what I'm saying, holla at us. um Also we got K Dot in the building, text winner. Text dot winner. We live in the comments. Talk to us while we talking and everything. This is our somewhat of a season preview or whatever you want to call it. So let's just get right into it, Lauren. Set us off. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, first and foremost, I know we're gonna have a formal show on this. I can't let any time pass without saying how appreciative I am of Candace Parker and all that she's done for women's basketball. She announced her retirement today, which is also the first day of training camp. I've been watching Candace since the All American game when she was in high school. I think that's where she caught a lot of people's eyes
Mm.
and followed her throughout her career. So it's a sign of me getting older as well because all the players that I idolized or looked up to when I was a kid, Kobe, Serena, and Candace, have all retired. So I'm like, damn, that must mean I'm old. But just shout out to Candace. You and K Dot know how highly I am, how highly I speak of Candace, even towards her later years when the production was a little bit lower and people were playing on my ghost name. Like, greatest to ever do it, argue with your mother.
So you got her number one, greatest of all time, the GOAT?
Greatest of all time.
Ooh, that's tough right there.
What
Hey, put it in
that's
the comments.
emotion. That's emotion as well. But
But
yes.
but as we talk about real quick about Candace, we're not going to dive into it because we're doing a whole show about her tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. So please be there. We're going to do it and we're going to get it out the way. But let me know what's your thoughts about Candace Parker in the comments. We'll read them as the show goes along and stuff. We'll make sure that. But yeah. Oh, also, Kiki Hiriafen
Yes.
going to USC, staying
I'm
on the
not
West.
why I was asleep when it happened, when everything happened. I was knocked out. I fell asleep on the Laker game, and then I fell asleep on the news. And when I woke up, I've been telling you pretty much ever since Kiki entered the portal that I think that she would benefit more from going to USC because number one, she's from there, but also she's guaranteed a little bit more playing time than she would be guaranteed possibly down in Columbia, South Carolina. So Kiki's a game changer. I think this catapults USC into honestly top 4, and that's top 4 team in my opinion, especially with the number 1 recruiting class coming in. This is someone that has 17 double doubles this season, had a 20 and 20 game in February, increased her point average by 13 points going from her sophomore to junior year.
Mhm.
So she is literally joining forces with the freshman of the year, Juju Watkins, and then adding a very highly recruited freshman class in there. They're gonna be good. And I'm just glad that my girl Juju got some help now. Help is on the way, Juju, and it did come.
Like you said, help is on the way. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the Delulu for Juju fan club that we both lead is getting a much needed boost and stuff. And I just think that Kiki is just she's going to go to another notch. You know what I'm saying? Like the way she improved her game, and it still seems like she still has a lot more room to grow. And like, I want to see her work more on her footwork as she grows this off season into the next season. I just want to see how she grows her footwork and everything like that, because like she can just do so much more. I didn't think that she had this into a game until we really started like magnifying and really watching her and seeing what she can do. People were saying that she's in the hunt for the #1 pick next year over Paige, which is I was like, that's interesting.
I saw it. I saw it. She has to have a magnificent season to be drafted over Paige, unless also depending on what the team needs. Whoever gets the number one pick, depending on what they need. But I think that just from getting a little bit of what Paige gave us this year, I think she's gonna step it up even more next year.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like Paige's star power outside of her game is the reason why like I feel like she's gonna be #1 pick next year. And I can see Kiki going at 2. But yeah, like Kate I just said, in the text one comment section, the Juju and Kiki pick and roll is gonna be bananas. I really agree. Because you got 2 players like Juju with the ball is just lethal. Whatever she's doing, I want her with the ball at all times in her hand. And she makes great decisions and stuff. And I feel like now that she's getting more talent around her. Like the offensive burden doesn't have to be on her shoulders. She's getting a legit nearly 20 and 10 person. And that means her efficiency as a shooter is going to go up too as well. I'm really excited to see how this goes and stuff. But
Where would you rank them just as a early, not really looking at logistics or numbers and stuff, just off the top, where would you rank them right now?
I will go obviously, and I'm still giving the defending champions undefeated. They're still #1 and everything, regardless of what they lost. They're still
Absolutely.
#1 team. 2, this is tough, man. I'm not going with UConn at 2 though. I'm not going with USC at 2. I'm gonna go with UCLA
Okay.
at, and then I'm gonna go with USC at 3 and UConn at
Okay. I'm going South Carolina at 1, UConn at 2, and I go USC at 3. And I
yeah.
think UConn, because if everyone can come back healthy,
Yeah,
then they have, of course, Sarah Strong coming in, and if they sign Beers, she didn't go anywhere yet, right? I think
I think we heard anything yet and
yeah,
stuff.
so it's between Oklahoma and UConn. If she goes to Oklahoma
She better not, please.
if she goes to UConn, it's gonna be scary hours. It's gonna be scary hours for
If
sure.
she go to Oklahoma, she running from the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to
Okay.
no. Oklahoma's not a contender. I'm sorry. Just come on, please. That's the same team. The only reason how I remember Oklahoma was when Ayoka Lee gave them like 60. But the thing with Reagan Bears that concerns me though is that UConn plays a certain style of basketball. They run. I don't know if Reagan is a good fit there because of how UConn plays. You know what I'm
They'll
saying?
figure it out.
Yeah, she's a great player. Oh, but I gotta talk about Sarah Strong real quick. What's crazy? Like, I see why Sarah Strong is #1 player in the nation. I do feel like the gap between her and Joyce is close. I think that Joyce Edwards is a little bit better, more athletic than Sarah Strong. But yo, I seen Sarah Strong. She got the step back 3 coming off the curl 3. She dribbles and
Mhm.
shoots into a 3. She got everything and stuff. But also another thing, can she play in that up tempo UConn thing? Or unless Gino is going to, we're going to see what Gino can do as a coach. Can he switch it up and everything? And if you got Sarah Strong and Reagan Beers, 2 players that's like that type of slower speed and everything, that's going to be quite interesting. But listen, I like Reagan Beers' game. I think that she's dope. A load in the paint, very underrated center. Nobody wasn't really talking about her. So I feel I'm glad that she's getting a lot of this love and everything. And she is a Big E style player regarding like the physicality because she damn sure mixes it up. So does it really move the needle for UConn? I'm gonna just go and wait and see and everything because of the type of players that they're getting 2 unusual UConn, non-UConn type players. You know what I'm saying? This is a team like a player like I could see Reagan Bears at South Carolina because Donna Staley, she got 2 sides of an offense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She can slow it down or she can speed it up. But UConn, we never seen them play patient basketball, or even Reagan Bears and Notre Dame too as well. They play like that too as well. It's gonna be
Speaking of
interesting.
Notre Dame, what are they doing with the transfer portal? They need some bigs, like,
Yeah.
they not doing nothing.
Yeah, listen, man, if I was a billionaire and I was a Notre Dame alum, hey, Kiki, I'd have gave Kiki 2.5. Easy. We It's the money game, man. It's the money game. You know what I'm saying? It's the money game.
Hannah, Olivia Miles would have been crazy.
Yeah, listen, it's a new era in women's basketball, and y'all want the players to come to your schools and stuff, y'all gonna have to come cough up the bread now. It's different than providing, "Oh, we got a great education." The only one that can do that and get away with it is Dawn Staley. She's the only one.
Plus, look, sis already graduated, so
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
true.
why she's getting a graduate degree, but sis already graduated.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Before we start, before we move on, no, go ahead.
Big baby, Jonathan, I agree. Hit me in a DM and then we can set up a time for the Lakers show.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, by the way, we are live as usual. So for those that listening in your cars on your way to work or wherever you're about to do, you know what I'm saying? We're just live and everything. Yeah, but what wait, hold on. Somebody K Dot said the LSU brought in two strong transfers and Dave Wilson and Miracle Shepherd. And K Dot, we need the scouting reports on those, man. I shout out to my guy Tex Winter.
I just learned who Miracle Shepherd was earlier this week.
Okay. Okay. So anything else before we go into this preseason show? Anything else you want to talk about real quick?
Nope.
Okay. So let's set us off. Set us off with the preseason. What's on your mind?
So basically, we're just going to go over different predictions. It's clearly early. We don't know all the people that have made the teams yet because today's the first day of training camp.
Yeah.
But I think it would be interesting just to see who we think will win these respective awards.
Yeah, definitely. It was crazy. This is the earliest we ever did a WNBA show because yo, there's nothing coming out, man. There don't be nothing coming out at all. So you just like throwing, seeing whatever going to the wall and seeing if it's gonna stick and everything. All right, so what we gonna start off with? Which award you want to start off with first?
Let's start with Rookie of the Year. And in the comments, you guys let us know who you guys think will be Rookie of the Year as well.
Yeah. All
What's up?
right. So Liz, what's going on? Queens in the building and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. We got a guest coming on too soon. I ain't gonna let y'all know. Y'all just see the guest when guests pop on, but we got somebody coming. We got a nice show for y'all coming.
Great
Rookie of
show.
the year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The show picked Caitlin. I think Caitlin's the overwhelming favorite to be Rookie of the Year. We see Felicia picking Rookie of the Year is going to be very interesting. I'm gonna tell you why Rookie is gonna be interesting, man. And I see the love for Rakia and everything. But listen, I ain't gonna front you. I was watching those Indiana Fever videos of them doing their first day of training camp today, and I was like, damn, they look. Hey, that live Boston Caitlin Clark chemistry looking nice. Caitlin coming up shooting the three. I seen her
Are you
come down.
shocked?
No, it's not. Tech a little bit shocked because rookies, the adjustment is going to be different and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's not like I'm shocked, but it looks great and stuff. And but Caitlin pulling up for threes in the practice and stuff. She had a couple of threes and everything, and then cook, cooking these dudes. And I was just like, listen, I gotta come out of retirement, man. I gotta come out of
You
my
sure that back
retirement.
on?
No, that back is not gonna hold up. Um,
You can be the coach, the player practice coach.
let's do it from this perspective. Who's a dark horse to be rookie of the year, to be honest? Like, who would be a dark horse? Do you think can Angel be a dark horse rookie of the year? Or maybe even Camilla? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's a lot of talent in this class, but I don't think that it is that deep, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that is a really deep class.
I think that Caitlyn will win, and I'll explain why. Outside of politics, because I think that's gonna play a part. But I also think that she has the greenest light of them all. Like, they are waiting for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're waiting for her to come and change that franchise with the help of Aaliyah Boston. So I think that with Camilla and Angel, they're working more on their game. Not saying that Caitlyn doesn't have parts of her game that she needs to work on, but their green light might not be as green as Caitlyn's, in my opinion. So I think that's why she's a front runner. And if I had to pick someone other than her, I would go. It's even hard for me to say this because I don't really believe it, but no, I could see Rakia. I could see Rakia because she plays both ends of the floor better than Caitlyn does, in my opinion. Like a better two-way player. I was gonna say Cameron, but sis don't like contact, so I'm not gonna even lie.
The shell says maybe Rakia for Dark Horse. K Dot said wait on it for his who his money's on and everything. Liz says it's the Caitlyn show right now. Everyone else will come after.
But
This is
honestly, though, even if she doesn't have that great of a season, you think they're really not gonna give her Rookie of the Year?
I don't think they would do that, to be
You got
honest. They
politics.
I hope not. Listen, can we like just err on the side of this integrity? I hope. I understand
The
about
same league that we
I
talked
know.
ad nauseam about last year in regards to Asia Wilson being an MVP, but voters
No,
fatigue. So this is the
you're
same league that we talked about last year. You're expecting something different? Heck
that's
no.
that's what I'm listen, and oh my god, you're right though, man. You're right. You're right because last year it wasn't even the point of voters fatigue, and I don't want to get off the awards thing real quick, but I
Right.
gotta talk about this real quick. So it was Ryan Rucco, right? And I was listening to him. He was on a podcast, and he was saying that he was basically saying that they need to give this award to Asia, or I think it was, or yeah, to Asia, or no, to give it to Stewie because then the awards would be even between them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I was
And
like,
I'm sure Ryan probably has a vote too.
yeah, yo, when I seen that, it's actually on the you it's on my YouTube page at the 9450, not on my YouTube page, on our YouTube page at the 9450. I
Y'all
actually
see how
reacted to it.
possessive, right? Y'all see how people get possessive? That's crazy.
Hey, don't play about you.
K-Dot, you hear that, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, word. That's funny. That's you know what? I gotta own that one. I gotta own that one. Wait, no, so I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, that's what they were saying that they ain't want Asia. He was basically saying, yo, like it was like a participation thing. Like since Asia has two, now let's Stewie have two. The way he explained it, it was horrible. It was the worst. It was the worst ever. Like it was horrible. And it's on, and I reacted to it. It pissed me off, to be honest. I reacted to it for 3 minutes. I was like,
I'm
that's
not shocked
crazy.
though, because this is the world
Yeah.
of participation trophies, right? Even as like middle school kids, if you don't win, they're giving you a a participant trophy for what? What are we teaching kids that you're gonna win at everything in life? That's just simply not true.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked by that mentality, and I'm not shocked because of their underlying things. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. That was crazy. And to hear it, like how explained it so confidently, and it was like the
Like it's
worst thing
waiting for
ever.
people to agree. No.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Yo, that's not the way to go, like, everybody can't go." That's why I'm a fan of having 12 players on an all-star roster spot, then people be like, "Oh, let's put 15 on," or, like, everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't win MVP. That's why I don't believe in co-MVPs or something like co-rookie of the years is one thing, that's different, but, like, MVPs, I think there should never be, like, a co-MVP or anything like that because it's just not fun. And when he said that, it just really it took a lot of fun out of the award because Stewie actually ended up winning, and it took a
Yeah,
lot
they
of fun
should
out.
look sideways.
Yeah, it
But
really
what
was.
would you say is the legitimacy of the MVP trophy? Does how much weight does that hold now? Especially after what we saw last year with someone voting Asia Wilson fourth. How much
Well,
weight do you think that truly the MVP trophy still holds, especially with all these politics? We see it on the men's side as well too. So this is nothing new.
I think when Embiid won it last year, yes, it was definitely like that because Jokic actually played even better. You know what I'm saying? Embiid would have won it this year though. He was well deserved until he got hurt. I think that as far as the legitimacy of the award, I still believe that it's still legitimate, man. Like I still do. I know there's a couple of idiots out there, somebody that vote Asia fourth, like they're never going to show their name because listen, they got to vote and they're going to keep their vote, and they're not going to show their name. But they doing it this year though, so we're going to know who's voting. Hopefully, maybe I hope somebody else does another vote like that again too, because we deserve a vote as a network. You know what I'm saying? Give us the vote. We'll do it right. You know what I mean? We would love to have a vote. To be honest, everybody write to the NBA because they write to them and or write to the WNBA and tell them that we deserve a vote. Please write us in. We need that. That'll be nice for us. But I still think that it's legitimate. I don't think that whatever Ryan Rucco said or whoever voted Asia fourth, I just doesn't think it doesn't take away from it. Yeah, your ears is perked up a little bit because you do want the transparency though. Now, if there's more transparency, I just think that if there's more transparency, then it takes out all the illegitimate things about people's opinions on the MVP vote.
Yeah. I think it needs to be more defined in my opinion, because it's too many moving parts. Is it
Mhm.
the best player despite what their team record is?
Yeah.
Has If the best player just happens to have everyone on their team injured, but they're still the best player in the league, why can't they be MVP? I absolutely hate the fact that it has to be on the best team because basketball is a physical sport and injuries and other things happen. Like, I
Yeah.
get that. But if you're the best player, you're the best player, like, period.
So
Or the most valuable to your team because that's different than the best player on your team.
if we talk about most valuable, then Alyssa Thomas wins it. You know what I'm saying? What Alyssa Thomas was doing last year was crazy. What she was doing last year was crazy. If you talking about most valuable, that's her.
But that's what I'm saying. The definitions are all over the place or fluid, where it's even for people that vote, it's like, how are they defining most valuable player? Like, how are they defining this award? Because there's so many different meanings behind that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Deshelle said that the goalpost keeps changing. Some years is the best player, other
Mhm.
years is the best player on the best team.
I
And
agree 100%.
um, Tex winner K Dot said the leagues are incompetent to how they define most valuable player sucks.
I
I
agree.
agree. Yeah. I guess we could just talk about MVP then, since we had it and everything. And we talking about MVP. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not betting against Asia this year. I'll tell you that much. I ain't
I
betting against her. You know what I'm saying?
I
Listen,
agree.
28 million reasons why I'm not betting against Asia this year. Give her what she wants. Don't get her angry. I'm sorry. Like, she's just gonna go on a tear this year. It's personal. It's
It
personal.
is
They're playing
personal.
how you say it? They're playing in her face. You know what I'm saying? That's what you say, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Playing in her face for sure. I agree. I think Asia Wilson wins this year as long as she stays healthy. I just think that it's a combination of things that are just added motivation. So you often hear players talk about, especially when you won multiple championships, talk about sometimes you just need that little bit of added motivation to get ready for the season. And I think that between someone voting her fourth in MVP before the whole shoot thing, with the Iowa fans not knowing who she was at the Final Four, with the social media uproar about Black women not being deemed marketable, I think that you see Asia on a whole 'nother level. I think that you just see Asia on a whole 'nother level. I think that she's going to remind the world of, "Hey, we know that this Caitlyn girl's coming in, but let me remind all the new eyes and then also the old eyes that I'm still the best player in the world. Not the league, I'm the best player in the world." And I think she puts everybody on notice this year, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the face of women's basketball, I feel. Like, we know obviously what Caitlin's about to do, especially with the viewership. It's gonna be a crazy year. All right, that's cool too, whatever, that's cool. But hoop heads know who's the face of women's basketball, and that's Asia Wilson. Look at all the awards she won in the calendar year. Didn't she, like, win the championship? She won, like, the most valuable player. She won defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Then I think at one point she won, like, the Olympics, something like that too. Like, she did some crazy work, like, in a calendar year and everything. Like, she's just gonna do it again, and then she's gonna go back overseas again and do it again in the Olympics and everything. This
Yep.
is they done messed up, man. I'm sorry, man.
And I
I'm
don't think people really understand that Asia, this is what, just her 7th year. She's still, like, her prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not at the pinnacle yet. Yeah, like, I don't think you guys realize, and now she's had a year to be under the guidance of the legend herself, Candace Parker. Just even aside from the on-court stuff when they did play whatever, the 18 games together, but off the court, just picking her brain on different things on how she views the game and stuff like that. Yeah, like, I don't think people realize that just as much as we're on social media, these athletes are on social media and see all the same things that we see. So I expect big things from the Aces and Asia this year for sure.
I wish this was a farewell tour for Candace. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, I really do. But I understand why she did it too. Like, people don't
Yeah,
like Candace.
cool.
People don't like Candace Parker, yo. For whatever reason, people
You want me to
don't
tell you
like
why?
Candace Parker.
You
Please,
want me to tell you
actually,
why?
yeah, I need to know because I really don't know.
People don't like Candace Parker because number one, she is beautiful. That's number one. It's like a pretty, no, for real. It's like a pretty privilege type of thing. People look at it like that. Like, it's a such thing as pretty privilege. People think that because she's light skinned and she's pretty, she's has certain privileges that other people have not gotten. Okay, that's one.
Yeah, she's finer than Indian hair. I ain't gonna. I'm sorry.
She's beautiful. I think anybody that has eyes can see it. Like, it's not,
Yeah,
that's not like an unknown thing. I think it's like a consensus. Like, I've never heard anyone say that Candace Parker didn't look pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's number 1. I
Mhm.
think number 2, also coming out of college, coming out from under Pat Summitt and just all the hype behind her, people didn't like that. They didn't like that she was getting all of these accolades and all this attention straight out of college, and then how she seamlessly transitioned to the WNBA. People didn't like that, and I think that a lot of people, and especially her peers, for them to vote her most overrated, they didn't realize that she was, when those times where her numbers were a little bit lower, like, she was playing through injury. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when you see that Candace has a shoe and Candace is on these commercials and Candace is getting opportunities to be a broadcaster, it's just hating. That's all it is. It's just hating.
They voted her overrated is insane, yo.
And then what
That's
she do? Doubled down and went and got the Defensive Player of the Year award.
yep. That's crazy that they voted her overrated, yo.
And
That's
you're just
wild.
hating.
I you know what? And it's crazy because like you say the pretty privilege and yes, like Candace Parker is an elite, beautiful woman. Like even
Absolutely.
as she ages and stuff like that, I was looking at her the other day. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we see Angel Reese's mom, I was like, yo, damn. I
Right.
was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
like, hold on. I had nothing else to say. I was just rambling shit to Angel's mom. I was just like, oh, nah. And especially, you know what I'm saying? She was definitely nice. But I just really, honestly, I just thought it was from the Pet Summit. And because UConn fans is a lot. It's a lot of UConn fans. And I just thought it was from that. And also,
That has to do with it too, the beef between Pat and Gino. And then
yeah,
with
yeah.
getting her off the Olympic team. Just the same way I once smoked with Derek Fisher, is with Gino for life too, because my GOAT should have at least one more gold medal, like, y'all really played. Like,
I
and
mean,
that
she
was
got
one of her best years.
I
That
mean,
was
she,
that's the total, but that's the crazy part. That was literally, like, the year that they left her off, that was one of her better years. So it's like, what are y'all,
see, like,
she's a two-time Olympic, she should have 3.
and this is why college coaches should not be involved in anything with professional players on
Agreed.
international playing thing, because that was a clear rival move that Gino did
Mhm.
by not putting her on that team. That is dumb. And even like the fact, and listen, I don't have nothing against Gino. I have no dog in the fight when it comes to like women's college basketball or whatever teams and everything, because my team, St. John's, they wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just watch to go see the other favorite players that I liked back in the day. But I just think that you can't do that. You can't do that. And even what they did to Dawn only had 1 year as an Olympic head coach, and it was
Mhm.
just over with after that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, like, I understand got a lot of power and everything, but I also feel like you can't have that too much power, especially over pros and stuff like that. And that's why also, and we're gonna touch on it again, every episode pretty much damn near. That's why they gotta up the money. If they up the money, none of this stuff would happen because it doesn't happen on the NBA side. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the inmates run the asylum over there. It just seems once these players get more of their power, then like a lot of this stuff is not going to happen. And also, I know that we're touching on Candace. You know what? I'll preface my thoughts on Candace Parker tomorrow. It just sucks that she's leaving when the game is growing like this. She didn't get to experience.
The reason One of the
She's
reasons why the game is where it is
think,
now, keeping it a
think
buck.
about this. Think about this. She only had one season in her career where she could leave her stuff in her locker. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Very.
Oh, K Dot said another part of the beef with Candace is the Detroit shock. A lot of influence on the shock and a degree of separation on that stash with other people cause additional beef. That's that's an interesting point
And
there.
that's soft,
What'd you say?
soft,
You said what?
soft.
That was a
Yeah,
interesting
like,
fight.
it wasn't really much. Come on, like,
When and I can't believe her name is gapped in my head right now too.
Lynette
Karl
Pierce.
Malone's daughter.
Oh,
No,
go for it.
Girl Ford, yeah, like, she went down and tore her knee up. I was like, "Damn," like, just being a peacemaker just blew her knee out, man, that was crazy. But I
Yeah,
guess, man, but then Rick Mahorn was wilding. He was wilding.
man, touching players and
He
stuff.
was put touching, he was playing two
You
hands.
saw that? Hold on, that's who Lisa Leslie went up to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Lynette Pearson used to be on my hit list. I was like, "Oh, you messing with the GOAT? Come on now." Lynette Pearson was hating too. I
You
don't
better
care what
stop.
nobody say.
I said, "Y'all better stop playing, that's the original Malice at the Palace, yo." So, y'all
Right.
stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah, I agree. And I said Cheryl's career ended on that. It was never the same. I agree. Bro,
yeah,
and she wasn't even in it. That's the craziest part. Like, she was just trying to
yeah. Alright, let's get back to this MVP talk because
hold
Deshelle
on real
made
quick.
a good oh, good.
Alicia Bill. Okay, it was Alicia Billy Jones who bought Rick in the back. Okay, yes, I literally can see it. I think Lisa Leslie was just standing there crying, trying to be a peacemaker. But
Yeah,
D Nasty was about the business, bro. For sure. D Nasty
the
was about
pop.
she lit
Yeah,
no, she
yeah.
literally did. He was like turned around and she was like,
Now, but real quick though, Deshelle made a good point about the Aces blowing out teams in the third quarter, causing Asia to sit in the fourth quarter. And do we think that plays a role in someone else getting it? I don't think so. I think that when a player is dominant like that, that it does matter in the eyes of the voters, depending on who's the voters. Obviously, not Ryan Rucco or whoever voted Asia for and everything like that. But I think that it does matter. What you think?
I think that Becky actually said it last year. She said that she thinks playing Asia because they were, like you said, they showed blowing teams out. Asia played a lot less minutes than some of the other candidates for MVP, and I think it did hurt.
So Becky, player then just let
I
it,
mean,
let it.
Becky literally said that she was like, "So what do I need to play her an additional 5 minutes so that she can be in the conversation, in the real
Yeah.
conversation?" Because just think, if she was given 5 more extra minutes, how much more would her production go up with points and rebounds, you
See,
know?
like my thing was,
She gotta do that.
yeah, I had Asia second in my vote behind Alyssa Thomas. I thought
Mhm.
Alyssa Thomas had a great year last year.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like she was, man, she was special last year. So it didn't bother me. I just thought that Alyssa Thomas just had an amazing year is all. Like this year, like we said, yeah, we already know what it is. It's not happening this year. All right. So what's the next award we move to? Defensive player of the year. Asia gonna get that one again. Third year in a row. We
So defensive player of the year, I initially had Asia, but Imma go Stewie because they're not gonna give Asia 3 years in a row. They're not. They're not.
I'm
I mean, even if she deserves it, they're not giving it to her 3 years in a row. I think
Stewie.
Stewie has always been, like, close, like, it's been 1-2 in terms of defensive player of the year. She's always in the top 5 for rebounding, she has a 7-foot wingspan, she makes up a lot of she makes up for a lot of their errors on the defensive end, so I think that they'll probably give it to her. I really do.
The show making some great ass points tonight, man. If it's not Asian, then maybe BG. I do want to see how BG looks this year. Last year, obviously, we know that the whole Russia situation and everything.
Mhm,
Even though she played good, she was still had to work herself into conditioning and
mhm.
everything. But I still think that she played good. But I want to see how she looks now that everything is past her pretty much, and she's able to get in the gym, work on that conditioning and everything. And I can't wait to see how she looks. Okay, I can see
I
her
think I couldn't see I
doing it.
that's not bad though because they got better defensively with Natasha Cloud and Kalia Copper, so if BG just roams and just there to block everybody's shot and just do the old BG stuff, I don't think that's a bad pick they show actually. I don't think that's
Yeah.
bad at all.
And you're right. I think that we are going to get a motivated BG and everything. I can't wait to read her book too. And congratulations to her family, you know what I'm saying, with the kid on the way and stuff. Godfather DA going to send something in the mail, maybe to the Phoenix Mercury office or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an orange hat and blue shirt that they can wear on Sundays.
Sunday's best.
Sundays, yo, you got to chill with that. That's crazy, yo.
Alright, who we got for, most improved player?
This is a tough one.
This was very tough.
It's a tough one, man. Because, yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Honestly,
curious to hear who you have. I'm curious.
you know what? I'll go with the person that didn't win it last year to win it this year. Maybe who was that? Who was they supposed to win it? Jordan Canada, something like that, right?
Everybody agreed that Satu
Yeah, yeah. Satu definitely deserved it. Like, listen. Satu was on the MVP list for me too. She was on the short list for MVP at one
early in
point.
the
She was
season.
yeah, early in the season. She was damn good. Dana Evans. Okay, that's a good
I
one. Dana Evans.
I actually picked me and Day Show, same person, Tiffany Mitchell. I picked most improved player, Tiffany Mitchell, and the reason why I think it's gonna be Tiff Mitch is because of the situation she's in now with Connecticut. they've needed good guard play for a while, and I think at age she showed that she can flat out hoop, and she's good on the defensive end, so that'll also increase the amount of minutes she's getting, and then Alyssa Thomas is gonna find her. So all she has to do is just knock down shots. I think she's, like, in the perfect place, a good coach to be under with a team that has been deep in the playoffs before, so I think that she's gonna open a lot of people's eyes and let them really know that, "Hey, I can flat out hoop."
I don't disagree with you. I think that Tiffany Mitchell is really, really elite player, and I'm really to see. I want to see what she does in Connecticut and everything. I think that she's an interesting dynamic to that team, the way she can score and the way that she can defend and everything. Take a lot of pressure off of Alyssa Thomas to produce offense and everything. And then
Mhm.
also Alyssa Thomas is gonna make her life easier the way she plays the game. Somebody asked a question, Moni asked a great question actually. Will we ever get a guard winning defensive player of the year again? Who was the guard to win defensive player of the year? That's a great question because my mind draws blank on that one.
Let me think. Let me
Yeah. That's very interesting. It is rare that guards win DPOIs and stuff, man. I think that even in the NBA side, I think only I wanna say out of the Defensive Player of the Year award, I think only 7 were small forwards, shooting guards, and point guards
The
that won.
last guard, technically, but I don't really think she's a guard. She's a guard forward, is Natasha Howard. But before that, it was Elena Beard.
If Elena Beard did, 'cause Natasha
Yeah.
Howard is a forward. She's a forward.
Yep.
She
Look, they have her as a guard forward. But yes, Elena Beard.
yeah, I would go yeah. That's crazy.
And
So,
honestly, outside of that
some Deshelle said,
oh wait, outside of Elena Beard, yeah, it was Cheryl Swoops.
"Wow, that's
That is
what
crazy.
guard can win defensive player of the year then? Who's close? If alright, let's do I like that question. That's great. Great show tonight. Yeah, what guard can win defensive player? Natasha Cloud is one of them. Natasha Cloud is one of them, right? Can she win defensive player of the year? That's that's crazy. Literally only 2 guards won defensive player. Brittany Sykes, there we go.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's gonna the one that's going to welcome Caitlin Clark to the W when they play. But the Mystics is going to be trash, yeah.
Missing to 100% gonna be trash.
Lauren always has smoke for the Mystics, man. Always.
Just go ahead and let Vegas get Elena Delle Donne. Stop holding her hostage.
Mm. That's crazy that the Aces got this roster and they got 190,000 of free money.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I feel
Among
like your
that,
stat sheet has to be full of steals and blocks for a guard to win. I
and
agree.
I guess Brittany Sykes fit that because she do get some blocks, and obviously we see what she does on the ball and stuff too. But Brittany
I think
Sykes, like,
she's the only guard that would be able to win. I don't see another guard winning.
yeah, I don't see another guard. You see Enrique? No, it's like Enrique winning defensive player of the year is wild, yo.
One girl, bro. Stop.
You say cone drills? CD Enrique? Cone drills? That's crazy. CD Ogum. That's funny, man. But yeah, I guess I agree. Brittany Sykes is the closest to winning it as a guard. But ooh, I like this one too. Ain't no guard. The shell is killing it with the comments tonight. You know what I'm saying? We might have to change it
Period.
for her text winter. You know, yeah.
You know, he coming for you.
Coming for you, bro. Yeah, ain't no guard getting into Hannah Hidalgo get to the league. Hey, that's a legit point right there because we already know we don't got to go into Hannah. We already know what it is and stuff. I don't see Skylar getting it. I don't know.
Skylar can defend, but the
Yeah,
or I don't know.
I do see Skylar having an all W season this year, whether it's first team or second team. I feel like she's going to get on one of those teams this year. She got a lot to do. No, not a lot to do. She got a lot to say, and she's going to let her game do the talking for her. So I'm really excited to see what she does this season. I'm glad that she's back and she's ready to go out. Quick question about because we talking about most improved though, right?
Mhm.
Does Lexi Brown have a chance? She did average like 12 last year.
She actually had a chance last year before she got sick. So
Yeah.
why not? She said on Gil's show that her goal this year is to win Most Improved Player.
Okay. So we gotta watch that and see.
She has a shot.
You said what?
I said she has a shot for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what's the next one?
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. Eric Tebow, Mike Tebow. Let's get it. Whatever. Eric, I don't know. One of them.
Bring your father back. It's like that.
His pops do look like Winston Churchill though sometimes, but
Crazy.
crazy. Nah, oh, that's a great question. That's a great question.
I picked me and
Well,
Deshaun. Listen, I'm gonna have to put her in the middle because you over here not knowing. I said no Quinn as well, Deshaun. Or teaspoon. I'm not mad at that. The reason why I said no Quinn is because I didn't see Kate. I said it as well. But I said the same thing. If Seattle is one of the top 3 teams in the league, absolutely. Absolutely no Quinn. Because although they have a stacked starting 5, you still have to figure out how do we get NECA touches when Jewel Lloyd shot between 20 and 30 times a game last year on average. So, of course, that number's gonna go down a little bit because she gotta get Skylar touches, and NECA, you gotta feed the paint as well. So, if she's able to manage those personalities and the egos, if there are any, and just get them to a top 3 team, I would say Noel.
listen, Becky Hammond might lead. These women on the Aces might go 38-2 this year. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't
I
putting
think
it
it's gonna
past
be
it.
harder for them this year.
You think so? All right, so let's talk about that because you did say about super teams and stuff. Let me pull these notes up and everything, make sure I'm on the right
I'll
page.
start it. So, basically, last year it was a lot of talk about the super teams being the Liberty and the Aces, and we saw how many times they played throughout the season. So now, I guess my question to DA was number one, what do you consider a super team? So y'all can let me know what y'all think a super team is. And also, who do you consider a super team in the WNBA right now?
I think there's literally only see, like my whole thing about the super team, especially in regards to the New York Liberty, is that they're missing a high level guard that can defend on the wing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel about it. But yeah, I do feel, and then also remember Bernard Delaney, we don't know what she's doing with her son's
No, she
brain.
was at training camp. Somebody was
Also,
incorrect. He was going to the rack when I saw the video. Sis is
it was
playing.
just gas. So it was just gas. Okay, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
probably so. She's a little bloated.
Yeah, little okay, cool. Scared, one of them scares. So I do consider the Liberty a super team, but it's questionable too as well. The Ace is obviously a super team. You know what I'm saying? What they got. I don't consider Phoenix one yet at all. Like I'm really on the wait and see with Phoenix and Seattle. Obviously, they got Skylar, Jewel, and NECA, Ezzy McBagor, but they still need. Don't they still need more? They still need more. Phoenix, we know what they got. Obviously, DT, Kalia, BG, Natasha, and everything. But is DT like still considered at that high level type of player and everything? That's the most interesting part about all of this super team talk stuff. So I just think that the jury is out on the newest teams, Phoenix and Seattle, in regards of super teams and stuff. But the Aces, yes, I would say definitely the Aces are. And I would say yes with the Liberty, but also they still got some questions to answer regarding their roster.
See, I disagree. I think that the Aces aren't a super team. When they signed Candace last year, I think that would have made them a super team. But when you have homegrown talent because you were so bad that you had to get number 1 picks, that doesn't make you a super team. You went through the fire. You were ass for years in order to get these players. So you're building this core group. So I don't consider them a super team. Now, let's say if someone like Brittany Griner came and joined the Aces, then that's a super team. Like you're literally to me, a super team is what the Liberty did. They literally put a
Okay.
team of all-stars together for one common goal to win the championship. The Aces didn't do that. Now, when Candace Parker joined them, then if people wanted to consider them a super team, cool. Even though she was on her way out the door towards the end of her career, if they want to say it's a super team, cool. But with their core being there, it's not. To me, it's not a super team. I think that Seattle is a super team, right? Because they have Jewel and NECA, who are 2 all-stars. Skylar was an all-star when she played, but right now It's up in the air because she's coming back from maternity leave, right? Everyone's trying to see where she still is. So with them, 100% a super team. 100% a super team. And also with Phoenix, yes, they don't have like maybe as many all-stars as the other teams, but you literally bought two of the better defenders on one team. You know what I'm saying? With Natasha Cloud and Kalia Copper. You literally bought the sky's best player to your team. Super team.
Okay, alright, and that's w hey, listen, we agreed to disagree. I'm you know what, I'm not gonna say I disagree with you. I'm just gonna wait and see approach to see how it is. I feel like in the West, it's gonna be a dogfight, man, because you got obviously, you're talking about the super team, you got 3 of them on the West.
Right.
So, it's gonna be a dogfight at the top of the standings and everything. So, hopefully, these teams can mesh and everything, and we shall see and stuff. But,
Yeah, my biggest question for Phoenix is like they have so many guards. I was looking at the roster today. Of course, chemistry is gonna be an issue because all of these players haven't played together, and the main issue is training camp is only a week long. So you're literally learning each other, your spots, where people want the ball. Literally, as the season progresses, you're learning it because it's no training camp. You don't really have much time together. But they literally have DT, Sophie Cunningham, Sutton, Beck Allen, Kalia Copper, Natasha Cloud, Shea Petty, Charisma Osborne. All these are guards. What are they going to do? I really don't know what they're gonna do. So it should be interesting. Like that training camps will be very competitive and interesting because it's literally all guards.
Moni says she still has PTSD from Nygaard.
Facts. They show
That's
said
funny.
Coretta Scott Cloud, I'm crying, and MAGA Barbie on the same team comedy. Coretta Scott Cloud is crazy. That's wild.
You're not gonna play on my favorite player top like that. Alright? We not doing that. Nah. Cor lem Coretta Scott Cloud is that's I like alright, the joke, that's a good one. Alright? Sorry, Tosh. Those all love, but that was a good one right there. The Coretta Scott Cloud is wild, Lord. That was a good one
It's
right
very
there.
wild. That's very wild. I like it
Yeah.
though. I like
Um,
it.
oh, then, yeah, Shea Petty is someone else now,
Oh, she
right?
got moved?
She moved? Right? I don't know. Good question. I don't know. They don't really I heard her
You
name
know
is
what? Yep, I just looked it up, Connecticut.
okay,
That's
same
crazy 'cause they
difference.
still have her on the Phoenix roster. They need to update that.
So it's not your fault then.
They need 'cause I literally looked at the roster today because 'cause I'm like, "Who do they have?" I literally looked at the roster because 'cause I'm like, "Who outside of BG, who are their big?" Like, because they gave Bree Turner away, so I'm like, "Who are their bigs?" But anyway, yep, okay, Shay's not there. They still got a ton of guards, though.
Alright, so let's get to the other question that we're supposed to talk about, the Las Vegas Aces real quick. And this is for everybody in the chat too as well. If the Aces win the title this year, would you consider this team the best team ever in WNBA history? That we got the Houston Comets 4 in a row and everything. Does this era of basketball, does 4 in a row, do the Aces have to be 4 in a row to be considered as the GOAT team? I would say no too, because there's a lot more talent. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that if the Aces win the championship this year, they'll be the greatest team of all time. And what would that do for Asia Wilson's legacy too, as well? Because where we have her right now, with her current legacy, where do you have her all time right now? Top five. I had her. I think I had her at 3, right? I think I had her at 3. And when we had Chris Haynes, remember we were talking about when Chris Haynes was on the show and he was trying to push back, and I think I had her at 3.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I guess she'll probably still stay there and everything. Like Asia's resume is really like kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Like Asia's her resume is dope. But yeah, I think that this would be the greatest team. I'm gonna get to Baller Allen Media's thing about the super team real quick. Moni said that I can't put anyone over the Comets just yet. Deshelle said they would be the GOAT team because they're playing against better talent. K. said the 99 Comets is up there as the best team ever. No one was beating them once the late Kim Perrott passed away.
Mhm. I'm still going comments. It's hard. I know the competition was a little bit less. However, it's still hard to win 4 in a row. Like, it's
Yeah.
difficult. I don't care if you play in a Pee Wee league. Like 4 in a row is difficult to do, especially with the adversity that they dealt with. And it's additional pressure because we didn't know if this league was gonna survive or not. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, they were playing to keep butts in the seats, and if y'all remember, I don't know how old you guys are, but if you're old enough to remember, in '97, those games were sold out. Like, the stadiums would be rocking. So I think, like, people just look like, "Oh, the talent wasn't as good," but it's like, you gotta realize that they also had immense pressure to keep this thing going now that we're in what, 27, 28, 29, how many ever years it's been. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that we gotta keep that in mind too. And they dealt with the death of a teammate. That's a lot.
And you're right about I used to go to those Liberty games when that W first started. The Garden was packed,
Hacked.
packed.
Man,
Everywhere you go, it was packed, which I don't understand. Like, why did everything go down after a while? What happened? Like, why did they stop investing in it? Because obviously back then the game was it was live. It was live. I remember that and stuff.
from my opinion, I think that after the Comet's reign died down, I think that it was I'm not saying it was a lapse in talent, but, like, it was a small lapse, honestly, in talent. Like, it was nobody that was really there that was gonna make people tune in my opinion.
All right, yeah, yeah, I can see that. I
No
can see.
huge names, like, Shamika Holdsclaw was huge to me, but I'm from DC, so I saw her, not connect Tennessee. So for me, I know what Shamika Holdsclaw could do and what she meant to the WNBA, but a lot of people don't realize that because they just don't have the knowledge. They don't have the proximity that I had to go and watch her play multiple times.
Yeah, and Shamika, she really didn't play that. She played long, but I think that, like, I know she had some personal issues and everything, and it got in the way and stuff of what
Yeah.
she could have been. Because remember, Shamiqua was the first Candace Parker play, Maya Moore play, Brianna Stewart play. That comes from the creator of that style right there. That's Shamiqua Holdsclaw, first one to really like
Grab the
um,
ball off the rim and go as a
and go
forward.
and stuff like that. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it just revolutionized the game and stuff, man. Like I miss watching Shamiqua play, man. Like I got stories for days for her, man.
But I think like the hype
Like,
honestly came back in 2000 when Candace came in and when Sylvia Fowles came in. And like that, because they were battling Tennessee versus LSU, and then people were so intrigued by Candace being able to dunk, so they wanted to see what she was gonna do. And I think that was a big moment for the WNBA when they came in. And then fast forward after that, of course, with Maya Moore. But then the next big moment to me was the big three to see with Sky, Elena Della Don, and then Brittany Griner. And
mm,
outside of that, I think the next big moment is now. Yes, Asia has been great, but I don't think it was this much, like, hoopla around her entering into the league, in my opinion.
yeah, man. Listen, honestly, man, the game started growing when we started podcasting about WB when
Here
me
we
and
go.
Kana first started. You know what I'm saying? That's when the turn came around. You know what I'm saying? That's when the turn came around.
We
When
have you
everybody
guys. Thank you.
Yeah, when everybody came into our clubhouse room that one time when Clubhouse was jumping and we had all the legends in Clubhouse and stuff, that's when the turnaround really happened right now. So we are the pioneers of this movement, you know what I'm saying? We're supporting women's basketball. Lord,
Oh,
we had the
okay,
most
so boy, I did it first. Okay, boy.
that was just Ray J, and I'm just playing.
Whoa, not
Nah.
that. Whoa. Wow.
He said, wow.
I think that the links don't get enough. Like when we talk about legacy and best teams ever, people don't really talk about the links, but they're up there too, low key. They had a
Yeah.
dime.
See, it depends which team that you want from the Lynx because the Lynx kinda like my Spurs, not like my Spurs, but like my Spurs, we never repeated. It just depends which Lynx team. Dot we was talking on the phone yesterday, I think, and he said that the 2017 Lynx was probably one of the best teams ever too as well.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Moni said
agree.
also, I think the W not being on Prime TV hurts a lot. I remember watching on network TV when the league first started. Amen. You were right about that. Like we talk about it all the time on this podcast, how annoying it is to have WNBA League Pass. You gotta have Amazon Prime. You gotta have cable to get Ion. You gotta have all these things to watch a freaking basketball game. If you're trying to grow the game, make it accessible and easy because people are lazy. I love basketball. It is on my TV 99.9% of the time. The other 0.1% is not even 0.1%, but yeah, the other 0.1% is married at first sight. But anyway, my point is saying all that. My point is saying all that is like I'm someone that loves to watch basketball, and even I get irritated going through all these hoops just to watch a freaking game. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. So imagine someone that doesn't really care, but is just flipping through channels and wants to see basketball. It's so hard. Like, you're never gonna get that. Like, you're never gonna get that type of viewership because it's not on national TV. And guess what? When the games are nationally televised, they do well. Like, not
Yeah,
rocket people. Just give the women the opportunity that they deserve.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, we had a married at first sight reference is crazy. That's dope, yo. Shout out to my man Doug, yo. Y'all remember the first season. I think they still together. But yeah, listen, you're right. Y'all right. Put women's basketball on the major networks. Please
Yes.
do it. It does the numbers. It's undeniable what it does. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny though that the NBA is doing Amazon Prime now, starting in 25, 26 season and stuff. They're moving to Amazon Prime, so that's interesting. See how that's gonna do. They're gonna be doing conference finals and playoffs on Amazon Prime. We already know like that app struggles. Like people listen, I only pay for Amazon Prime basically when a W come out. That's
Mhm.
it pretty much, and I'll be
I have
out.
it luckily, but still, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying and
What's
stuff.
the commissioner cup on there?
Yeah, see that now that's the stuff that gotta change. Amazon does not need the Commissioner's Cup. The Commissioner Cup gotta be on ESPN. Like, it really has to be on ESPN and everything because that's the one that's gonna get all the views. Nobody's not gonna really be locked in on their computer or on their phone like that. You know what I'm saying? For the Commissioner's Cup championship. You can get millions of views and stuff like that, especially when since I think that the fix is in, when the Indiana Fever is in the Commissioner's Cup championship this year. It's gonna be real interesting, man. They need honestly, I just wish that sometimes oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Deshelle said Amazon got the first Liberty Fever game. See, like, I don't think that the Fever should be on there because I honestly don't consider anything on an app as a national TV game. My version of a national TV game is ESPN, ABC,
Mm,
like even Fox Sports too. Well, that's national TV.
right.
Like, I don't consider Amazon national TV. I don't consider well, NBA TV, I would consider national TV too as well. I would consider them that.
Because I had it on Facebook and Twitter. I'm glad they're making it more accessible, but if I'm
Give
telling somebody to watch a game, I literally have to go to the schedule and see what net I can't just say, "Hey, it's probably gonna be on, like, ESPN or something like that." No, I gotta be like, "Hey, it's probably gonna be on Ion, or it's gonna be on" whatever the case may be, like, it's just ridiculous, like, it's
and
ridiculous.
and keep the games on Facebook and Twitter. Nobody wanna see that. Okay, that's crazy, man. Watch us on Facebook and everything, but don't watch no damn WNBA game on no damn Facebook app. That stuff, I don't watch them. 'em. I'll be like, "Man,
How
that's
do they
crazy."
even account for those numbers? You know what I'm saying? What?
Like, what we got, 112 in the room right now? Basically, that's just basically like what it
They
is.
okay,
And
so
they
that's what they do.
they're
Okay.
watching the game on StreamYard,
Right.
which is wild, insane, and stuff,
That's
man.
everyone by raising league pass prices for most of the games to be blackout. Facts. And that's the same thing I said they show. I said mine didn't go up. So if you have had league pass for a couple of years, you have the same price. It didn't go up to that $34 price. However, I said the exact same thing. I'm like, if league pass is trying to go up in pricing, they better make sure it's not blackout games. It's always a dang on blackout game on there all the time.
All the time.
Like,
So, I can't watch the Atlanta Dream play because 'cause I'm in South Carolina, which is 5 hours away. I cannot watch no Atlanta Dream games
that's
at all.
crazy.
So, you know what? Actually, put the games on Facebook. Put them games on Facebook, actually, so I can see them and stuff. So, that's why it's hard to get Atlanta Dream content because no matter what you do, you cannot watch it. It is really hard and stuff, man. But yeah, man, we should it's gonna I think that it's not gonna change. I wish the TV deal would change. Honestly, I if I'm being quite honest, I wish the NBA and WNBA TV deal was the same pretty much. I wish that was a bundle. You know what I'm saying? I think that the way the game is right now, that it deserves to be on the major networks. Like WNBA on TNT would be so fire. and that would be the show that
They have
NECA
Shay and them.
I'm sorry, yeah, Chanae and, yeah, Andrea and Elle, obviously, that's ABC, but you know what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope and everything to have that, and then, obviously, you got ESPN, ABC. It should be, like, small. It shouldn't be big like that and stuff, 'cause these like, nobody gets Bally Sports in their home like that. Nobody don't even know about Bally Sports like that,
I have
you know?
Bally's.
Oh, you got Bally Sports? Okay.
Yeah,
One of the few. Well,
one of the elite.
the only reason why I heard of Bally Sports because of Scoop B. Shout outs to him because he was working for them and everything. That's the only time. That's the only,
I have every channel.
oh yeah, your cable bill is crazy. There,
It's not. I have
you gotta
legal.
cut, huh?
Well,
Don't
I'm
say
not
that.
exactly. You about to make me like keep.
No,
You gonna make me keep repeating it? Like you about to come and get me?
call me and put me on. That's all I have to say.
You just put me out there and then listening to me on the interwebs, and now
Yeah, that's
now
what you making fun of my ashy ass hands, which I'm not doing it again today. So whatever.
I'm gonna start putting about your hands.
You
That was how many episodes ago, and you still ain't getting no Vaseline? That's crazy.
is back, back better than ever.
If you don't put lotion on your hands, that's typically what happens with melanated skin.
I need to go
All
further.
right. Any other comments from the
I need
chat
to, I don't-
before we go ahead and end this thing? And for everybody that's in here, we are going live tomorrow to talk about the great Candace Nicole Parker.
Yo, can we get some NBA talk real quick? They had some great ass games today. Between Denver and not Denver, Dallas and the Clippers was a great game, and New York and Philly was a great game today too.
I like New York and Philly. Dallas came back. I didn't
Yeah.
see the whole. I was
So
struggling with my allergies, so I didn't
so
see the whole Kyrie bringing them back thing.
so Dallas was down 31, came
I
back,
saw
took
that
the
and I
lead for a
turned.
second. See, that's the thing. Like the Dallas, not Dallas, the Clippers was just hitting insane shots. That's
Mhm.
all. Once they reduced back to the medium, like it was a weird 31-point lead. It was weird. They just I think they was like 11 for 16 from three real quick. Like they just came out the gates. James Harden had a really good playoff game today too. He had 33. I was like, okay. Yeah, but New York and Philly though, to be honest, that game was fun. Only
Yeah,
because it was half Knick fans and half Philly fans, and it felt like a neutral site game. It was crazy. And then
that's
I
the
don't know
good
if
thing about it being like close in regards to
yeah,
proximity.
but did you hear and they're in the what is it, the Wells Fargo Center? They're in like the lobby area of the Fargo Center. F Embiid, F Embiid, like loud. I'm like, yo, New York is crazy, yo.
And they put some jersey on the Wilt Chamberlain statue or something.
Oh, they're crazy, yo.
People going crazy. But
They're
I just
crazy.
also wanna say that Jalen Brunson, 47 points, 10
Yeah.
assists,
Let me go publicly and say that, yes, Lauren, that dude's the best player in the Knicks, yo.
and it's not close.
Eh, Yo, that dude is nice. He's giving Tyrese Maxey a lot of work too, man. A lot of
The game
schoolwork.
at 39 and 13 assists.
Yeah. He's good, man. He's good. He's good. I like him, man.
He's very good. He's
Very
actually better he's better than I thought he would have been. Like, when the Knicks
yeah.
paid him what they paid him, I was like,
See, that's the thing. I thought that he was worth the money because of what he did in the series. Did you see what he did in the Dallas series when he was
I
in Dallas?
did. But still, I thought that Luka was still the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
I pretty much New York was, like, handing the when they gave him that, it was almost like they were handing the keys over. Yeah, this even though Julius Randle's here, this is, like, your team.
He got 4 years, 110. That I thought he could have got more from the Knicks. I thought he was underpaid and stuff because of what he does. Remember
Well,
he
this is
averaged
what his 3rd year with them?
yeah, I would say his 3rd year. Yeah, I think it's his 3rd year. He averaged 35 in that series before he left. I was like, nah, he's nice. I see. That's why I didn't really complain about the money. Dallas, I think
Dallas is
Dallas, Kyrie hooping though too.
before Kyrie came, though.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's the 2nd year. It's the 2nd year.
Second
Tease, I like Jalen Brunson, man. Like I was like, you know what? Let me stop, man. This dude is nasty, yo.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
dude is nice. He's nice. I seen it all along. Nah, I just thought that this is why I felt like that anyway, because Julius would get all the slander. If Jalen Brunson have a bad game, he's not going to get the slander. You know what I'm saying? How Julius would get all the hate and everything.
Most of the time, it's not Jalen's fault that they're losing, if we're
Yeah,
being
yeah, but
100%.
Jalen, and I didn't think that Jalen was like a New York City style, like type of player and stuff. But listen, it's crazy because what they're going to do next year when Randall comes back, right? What are they going to do? Randall's going to have to take a step back. Like he can't. It's going to be tough.
Because imagine if
Can't you wouldn't trade him though? I'm not trading Randall,
you
but
can't
like
trade him now. Imagine if Brunson was the one that got hurt. The team wouldn't be where they are right now if Julius
yeah,
was yeah.
I like how this current Nick roster is made up, like, around Brunson. Like, they got rebounding, defenders, and shooters, and then just let Jalen Brunson score half of the team points and stuff, and you got people that's just they just brought in and stuff. And Philly, they should have won this game. First of all, no Mitchell Robinson. Bogdanovich got hurt. He only played, like, 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they should have won this game. They should have won this game today, but Brunson just had the will, and he was not losing, and I enjoyed watching him play. I really did. I had a lot of fun watching him play, and I was just like,
You know
"Yo,
what I didn't enjoy?
was a
Joel Embiid. He gotta be
they
stopped. The flopping, like, where now you're almost about to injure people. Did you see last game where he literally yanked someone like, he was on the ground and yanked it? Come on, dude.
See, I watched it when I first seen it, live, when I was watching it live, I had 2 parts to it. When I watched it live, I was like, "Okay, maybe he didn't want him to land on his leg." But then when I seen it again, I was like, "Yeah, he pulled him down and stuff
It was
like that." Like,
intentional.
you kinda like the NBA, you gotta kinda eject the man for that right there. You know what I'm
You not
saying? So
ejecting him, not in the play. Look what Russ did. Russ was pushing the ref off of him. They ain't eject they ejected him, but they didn't suspend him or anything.
Russ, he be wilding, yo. But he played good today though, but he was wilding there last game and stuff. I'm just like, yo, dude, sometimes he just gets in his own way and stuff, man. It's just
He
like,
made himself an easy target.
yeah, he talking and messing the Lakers financials up. They
Hey,
should have
listen,
never got him.
listen, Paul George hit some timely shots today.
Dude, you seen the one that he hit in the corner where he was like out behind the
Yeah.
backboard?
Yep, leaning to the right. Yeah. Yeah.
Paul George was hitting crazy shots all game.
Yeah. Literally the entire game.
The whole game, he was in his bag. Him and listen, I think that Kawhi Leonard shouldn't play the rest of the series.
I
I
think he
don't
should
want Kawhi.
retire.
I don't think yeah. I told P
He's
he
never going to be healthy again. Like, how many years has when's the last year he played a full season?
I don't know, man. And
Probably with the Spurs?
yeah, probably. The thing with Kawhi is
I
that
saw that they died. Hold on real quick. It
yeah,
says,
oh,
"Well, intentionally stepped on Hart today too. Literally looked down on him and stepped on
he
his
stepped on
leg."
his
Like, I
leg, yeah,
literally
yeah.
saw that. I'm like, "Bro,
And
what are you doing?"
you know what's crazy about Joel too? And I know that we was talking about something else, but like Joel, man, like he's just a special player though. I hate when he flops, man, but it's just man, like I love him. I love his game and stuff, but like just that part of the game gotta stop. You first of all, you're like 300 pounds. You shouldn't be doing that. Like you shouldn't
Exactly.
do that.
That's
You
why
too
you always
big.
be hurt because you flopping. You always on the
Yeah.
floor.
Like you seen it in the third quarter. He had Hartenstein. Where was the place? He had Hartenstein in the basement in one of the Saw movies. He had that man 5 fouls in a quarter, yo.
I've never seen that either, actually.
It happened to Jordan before and
In a
stuff,
quarter?
where Jordan had 6 fouls. Dennis Rodman fouled Jordan out in 6 offensive fouls.
That's crazy.
Yeah, your GOAT.
Who?
So the people's GOAT.
No, I was
Okay,
gonna say that
Jordan's.
ain't mine.
We need to get into like podcasting like that and talking about like what if. We ain't never really do what if show because I would love to see. I think personally, and the Kobe that was going through the legal trouble, that Kobe will bust Jordan ass in his prime.
What? Because he had extra motivation?
He was just on a tear, man. That dude was what remember he was flying in, going in, and then going to get 40, coming in from court, going to get 40 and stuff. Like, come on. That Kobe was dangerous, yo.
Different.
I told Ron, like, Ron, I'm glad you never met that one. He didn't play against Kobe that time because it was like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Ron prided himself over people not giving him 50 and stuff. So whatever. I think only a couple people, handful of literally on one hand, people gave him 40 or whatever. Brandon Roy was one of them.
Bucket.
I think Kobe gave Ron 40 in the playoffs, but never in the regular season. I gotta look that up. But like Ron, you'd been in trouble. You'd have been in trouble. You would have been in trouble if you was on the Raptors that day. You'd have been in trouble.
Oh, yeah, nobody was stopping him that day.
Nah, you'd have been in trouble. Like that Kobe was better than Prum. I'm sorry. That Kobe was better. what year I forgot what year he was in. He was in his 6th, 7th year in the league when he did that. So 6, 7 so 91, 92 Mike, the first three-peat Mike, Kobe was better than him in the early 2000 Kobe's, yo. I'm sorry. Way better offense, way more it was just different. And I'm not even a big Kobe guy like that, but that shit was crazy.
That's why I'm shocked you're saying it, but yeah, he was in his birth for sure.
And when I say I'm not a big Kobe guy, like, I'm not one to hate a player and stuff like that. I'm a post player, so my favorite player was Hakeem and Tim Duncan. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not even a big Jordan guy. You know what I mean? So I like the post players and stuff. Like Hakeem was just different, man. I wish I wish Joel Embiid kinds of reminds me of him when he's in his post work mode. Like a couple of years ago, before he started shooting all his jumpers and stuff, like Embiid was in the post like just working and stuff. But now, everybody want to shoot and stuff like that. Let me ask you a question though, real quick, right? Because I said this on Twitter the other day. I don't think I'm wilding for saying this, but
You're
I did say that Jokic now is better than prime Hakeem and Shaq. I did say that though.
I saw the tweet, that's why I didn't respond.
I don't think that is a listen, man. Jokic is different, yo. Jokic is just like what he brings to
But
the
you
table.
do realize you gonna have to break that down a little bit more because you do realize that Jokic can't stop Anthony Davis, so you think he's gonna stop Shaq?
But they can't stop him. And then another thing too,
Yeah, he wouldn't have all that weight, he would they show said
that tweet,
all
delete the footage. I'm not deleting.
right. All that weight that Shaq would have been putting on hi like, over time, Jokic would have been worn out. Like, we see how he is now. No, bro, Shaq, come on now. Shaq in his dominant year Shaq is hands down the most dominant player ever.
You know why I'm saying that about Shaq? Because Shaq left a lot of food on the table too, yo.
He did.
I don't care.
Did.
That's why Shaq is out my top 10. You
That's
know what I'm
fine.
saying? Shaq, listen,
But the most dominant player cannot be out of your top 10.
he has to be. I just hate that, like, now how many years Shaq was truly dominant for? Like, how many years? I would say, like, the Lakers three-peat or whatever, but even when
Yeah.
he first got to the Lakers, they struggled. There was a sweep involved in that too as well. So when you really think about it, Shaq was at his peak form 2000, 2001, 2002.
Joker be crying now. They were not getting foul calls back then. He would have been getting effed up. Like, it would have been mouse in the house. Like, he would have been getting fucked up. Like, literally. And no, because now he gets bailed out with fouls because the NBA is so soft now, right? Not
Mhm.
saying that, and I'm not saying that Joker's not good. I'm watching it firsthand, him dog my team. So I know how good he is. Like, literally yesterday, I saw him couldn't even locate the ball in the air. It fell, and he was able to just pop it up, and it went to right to, Michael Porter Jr., scored the leg.
Hey,
Who
can I
what
talk about that play? Can I talk about that play? I'm sorry. People get hyped up about that play. That play dumb simple. Like if you played basketball, everybody did that. You reach it. Cause think about it. He's not able to just grab the ball and make a play with it. So he just tapped it and it just went to a player's hand. Like people get, oh my God, like they never seen that play before. Lauren, I know you played
You
basketball.
doing
You
that on the fast break? No,
huh?
you're not. You're not doing that on the fast break. You can't locate the ball if you're as big as Jokic is. Come on. He's
No,
not no.
there's plenty of times where you just know when somebody's like passing the ball and you looking or whatever, and even if you can't locate the ball, you damn sure seen the ball left your man's hand and stuff like that. And just sometimes when you just do it because you see the defenders trying to reach in, you're just going to hit it.
Yeah, it's instinctual, but I'm talking about the precision. Like, it literally went right to him.
Oh my God, y'all crazy, man. That play
Seriously.
is now Jokic, and that's not even a knock on Jokic.
And
Jokic
the
is
only reason I don't think it was just coincidental is because he makes other passes that are like just spectacular passes that I just don't think centers I've never seen a center make some of the passes that he makes.
only one that makes passes like that was Vladi. I seen Vladi was like a
Mhm.
great passer,
Yeah.
and Dino Roger. I don't know if you remember him.
um,
See, a lot of people don't know who Dino Roger is. Early '90s, big man from Yugoslavia when it was called Yugoslavia. He's a 20. He played from Boston. He was a 20-10 guy. Crazy. He was nasty. Dino Roger was dope. That's like how Jokic reminds me of both those players, but that can score. And there's some old heads in here that know who Dino Roger is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. show some
Oh, I
love.
know, okay, I do know I'm just looking up his picture, I do know who he is.
Okay. So, like, Jokic, I just enjoy what he's doing and stuff right now. And I was speaking to my boy Zach yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, he's LeBronto and LeBron right now." Until they got the win. We were talking about it before the game started and everything. I was like, "Yo, he's really doing the LeBronto to LeBron because it's like nothing nobody could do with this man. Like, he can go up and get these leads and everything, and then they just come back and they just do their thing and stuff, man." But he's just a fun player to watch, man. I do like his game and stuff. His brothers ain't going to jail for beating them fans up in the crowd though either. Talking about
Y'all keep playing with these people that's from over the water that had to survive a little differently than we did.
yeah, he punched that dude, but he got it. Come on, man. His brothers got to get in trouble though. It can't be punching fans in the face though and stuff like that and not getting away with it. That's
I mean, I
assault.
agree. I agree. And I'm suing.
Yeah, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, listen, I'm
Listen, my
definitely
neck's
suing.
broke, I can't work no more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because his brother big as hell. Yeah. One of the
Oh,
brother that hit him. What?
crazy.
Both on the podcast as well. No Diddy or whatever they say.
That's crazy.
No JP
Alright.
either. Nah, but real talk though, like you gotta talk about your Lakers. Y'all played good yesterday, and you gotta at least get some AD some flowers. AD
Man,
been hooping.
I ain't talking about that, but it'll be over tomorrow.
You think he's gonna? Yeah, you know what? I'm supporting the Lakers tomorrow. I think they're gonna win.
I
Make
saw a
it.
stat that said the Lakers was, like, up in the they have been leading for, like, 129 minutes or something like that, or 149 minutes, whereas the Denver, they have only been leading for 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
Something it was something crazy like that, and we're down. We're literally down 31.
I think
Like,
it's gonna. I think it could come back and bite Denver in the ass though, because like you can't be doing this all the time. Now, I do think that the way the Lakers played yesterday though, okay, yo, we damn, the show just said it too. I was literally about to say, yo, we here, and they just keep on giving us these leads. We got to keep the foot down and stuff, man. You can't really do that to a pro team all the time now and stuff, man.
but I think if you really look at it, like, Denver hasn't really been making their shots, so they're gonna
Yeah,
have where they're making shots, like, Michael Porter Jr. is the only one that's been knocking down a 3 consistently. So when they're normal people, KCP, Jamal Murray, when they start making their shots, it's gonna be over. We have a very inept coach that has no clue what he's doing out there. I have no problems with AD's comments because it's true. Anyone who
yeah,
watches
it's
the
just
game can tell that they don't know what they're doing on both sides of the ball. Even if you watch so I fell asleep on the game, so I rewatched it this morning, and even in the 4th quarter with us being up, like, we went away from what worked. Like, we got cute, and then they came back within 7 or something like that, and it's like the pick and roll. Why are we just jacking threes right now? And they came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just lapses, like, mental lapse like that. Like, this team is just very unserious, and I'm just sick of them, and I'm ready for it to be done.
yeah, and you know what? Last thing about this series, I hate that Michael Porter Jr. is playing good because I just want to trash him, man. He got trash podcasts and stuff. I hate that damn podcast.
That's a podcast.
It's with I don't even know who the lady is. It's just weird, man. It's too quiet. It's too soft spoken. It's like nothing going on and stuff. But yo, okay, so let me ask you a question. Moving on from this one, whatever. Yo, Minnesota, yo, Ant Edwards, man. All right, you know what? He could definitely be the face of the league, yo. Like at first, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking,
That Degeneration X suck it thing.
yo, he's yeah, he was wilding. He was wilding.
I didn't even know he knew what that was. I'm sure he doesn't know where that came from because he
Yeah,
wasn't born. So,
exactly, exactly.
'cause I was a kid when that came out, so I know he wasn't born.
He's nice. He's
Yeah.
nice, yo. I like him, man. Hey, Devin Booker's irritating me in the series too, man. I don't understand how you get into it. You getting into it with Daniels or McDaniels, whatever his last name is, and then you're gonna run off. Wait till the refs and run off. Like Devin Booker be doing some questionable stuff, yo.
Oh, the same guy that was complaining about getting double teamed. He saw
Yeah, man. Like he's I, I like his game too, man. Devin Booker is nice, man, but he be doing some weird, funny stuff, man. And,
listen,
and
like we
also,
discussed with super teams, the super team in Phoenix is looking a little shaky. It might end tonight for them.
and Kevin Durant. First of all, yo, he's annoying me too. Like, yo, first of all, you're not supposed to let no young player come at you and call you names and do this other crazy stuff like that. Like Where's your pride at, man? I'm tired of just hearing him, yo, I just wanna hoop. Nah, yo, this dude's coming for your neck. He talking greasy to you. Like, you're not saying nothing? Like, Lauren, you from you PG County, you don't take no mess, man. You said the other day, nobody can make me quiet. You know what I'm saying, Lauren? Don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Listen,
man.
listen, I was raised differently, and
Like, come
KD
on,
not
man.
and KD not about that smoke.
Come on.
That brother just wanna go out. You can tell by his appearance, he ashy, he don't brush his hair, he just wanna go out and hoop, bro. He don't care about nothing else. He just wanna go out and hoop. When you don't brush your hair, like, that's you just really you just about your craft, you just wanna go out and hoop.
But
You
he
don't got
not
time to brush your hair in the morning, bro. You're rich enough to hire somebody to brush your hair. That just
yeah.
shows really don't care, he just only care about hoop.
But the thing is, he's not even hooping. I mean, he's when Anthony Edwards is coming at him the way he was coming at him like that, calling him old, saying, going, come on, son. There got to be some type of spanking going on. Let him know like why you are who you are. You Kevin Wayne Durant. You know what I'm saying? Like your brother went to the house and everything. You know what I mean? The shell is crazy. Katie got too much money to be like Sam Jackson and Jungle Fever, yo. So hold on. Gator, that was his name? Jungle Fever? No,
You
that's a
want
different
you got
movie.
need to be looking like Jackson.
That's crazy, yo.
Not
That's
Jackson Wham. That is wild.
Here we
Wild.
go. Here we go. But I just don't like I wanna see more of that competition and stuff, man, to say, "Katie, yo, I love it," and stuff. Like, everybody was talking about passing of the torch. I'm like, "Listen, you're not supposed to pass a torch. The torch is supposed to get taken." You know what I'm saying? Take the torch. Don't just give it to Ant. Fight back. And then look like they're about to get swept and stuff too. And before we got here, congratulations to Tyrese Maxey won Most Improved Player, which was very interesting.
Alright. Well deserved.
He's the first one to average 20 last year, 20 points the year before, and then win Most Improved and stuff.
His game is different though.
Yeah.
Like, way more aggressive this year. His game has improved. Who should have won?
I thought the dude from Atlanta was having a good season, but Atlanta wasn't really that good. But I thought Jalen Johnson, I thought he had a really good year. But I don't mind Tyrese Maxey winning it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. Coach Denigo, Mark Denigo from Oklahoma City, Coach of the Year. Congrats to him as well.
I
It's
wasn't
okay.
mad at Kobe White either. He definitely took a leap once Zach LaVine got hurt, for sure.
Yeah, he took a super
Honestly, it
leap.
was between those 2 for me. It was
Yeah,
between Tyrese Maxey because y'all gotta realize that he carried the load when Embiid was out and
yeah.
before they made trade. Special scouting report was specifically for him. So, yeah, Kobe White, I think the only thing about Kobe White, he played really good, and then he had a stretch. It was like a couple weeks, like a week or 2 where he played really bad, and I think that kinda messed him up a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's any other awards that's been listed yet. I guess as it goes on, we'll shout them out and stuff. So you think Jokic is just going to be a lock for MVP? Who else is
Now that Embiid is out of the running, he's gonna win another one.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander, number one team in the West? He has a legit chance.
I've
Who-
been saying him all season, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's interesting.
I
Yeah,
mean, they do have the number 1 seed, so we'll see.
yeah. I know we doing this podcast. I know the Pacers was playing, so I don't know if they won and stuff. Oh yeah,
They
Nas.
should've Bobby Portis got ejected. They don't have anybody. They should have
Yeah, I
won. They
saw
should
that.
have.
And Ron at the game tonight too and stuff, man. Like they was like, "Oh, he's fighting, and Ron is there, whatever, blah blah blah." Oh, Pacers won, cool. They better win with no Dame and no Giannis. They better win.
And then, like I said, Bobby Portis got ejected.
Yeah. I saw it. That I don't know. Sometimes
Nas Reed won 6
yeah,
man.
Nas really do it. Yeah, yeah. I like him.
Yeah, I think that I'm not mad that he won it. However, I think that Malik Monk had a very good showing this year too. And I think that Nas Reed played better at the end of the year when Cat went down. That's just my opinion.
I
But not mad.
didn't know. I didn't know he had that game with him like that.
I didn't either.
I was like, what? He's
Until he
doing
dropped until he dropped like 20 on us. I'm like, "Are we just bad or is he actually good?" See? That's my cousin. Monk should have got 6. He had most points off the bench this season. Yep.
Mm.
We think alike.
But I think that Minnesota probably had the better record or whatever, and
And that's what I'm
probably.
saying. I'm so sick of that criteria. It is
I
so
think that
dumb.
criteria should only wins. because they don't care about the criteria for Rookie of the Year, or else Chet Holmgren will probably win Rookie of the Year, but it's going to Wemby, obviously, I think.
Yeah, also, like, they pick and choose because for Defensive Player of the Year, which is ridiculous that AD's not on the list, Wemby's on there, and they have the worst record they have the
Yeah.
worst record. So it's like, y'all pick and choose when we're gonna use your record against you. Like, it's no way that AD should not be at least amongst the top of the Defensive Player of the Year. Come
Who
on,
was
like,
alright, so who was on the list? Wemby's on the list. Who was the
Rudy
other one?
Gobert, and then it
Rudy
was Bam Adebayo, like,
I
no,
don't
no,
I don't see Bam Adebayo as a lockdown defender. Yeah, he could switch and stuff like that, but, like, when they be I don't know.
bruh, he
Bam
don't listen, he must I don't know, but AD should have been on there. It's just
yeah, AD was definitely
my
probably
boy had
the
26 and 23 yesterday,
crazy.
and he couldn't have more. Bam gotta
Really?
get and match Asia. He far behind. He need to get the accolades up. So this when you she's the best player in the house.
She's the best player in the house. That's crazy. That's
The
crazy, you know, that's
criteria is never consistent. Really makes no sense. It's really is based on the storyline for these awards. Facts.
yeah, which is why when we go back to the WNBA, Caitlin Clark
Yep.
probably win MVP this year, y'all.
I don't know if you were on here, Tori, but earlier I was saying that defensive player of the year. Like, I think Asia will probably deserve it? More than likely, but they're not gonna let her get 3.
Yeah.
Not 3 in a row. Alright, let's wrap this up. I need to go to bed.
She said,
Need to get my
uh,
beauty rest.
yeah, I need to get my medium ugly rest, man. That's the new vibes right now. Medium ugly is in the place to be. You know what I'm saying?
God bless the me and uglies.
Yeah, you already know. They just probably telling Bam to get your awards up. It's
Period.
foul, y'all. Come on, yo. Y'all can't be doing that.
It'll never be comparable.
Nah, Bam is not gonna and not even like saying Bam is a bad player and everything, because he's
Right.
not a bad player. He's a great player, all-star, whatever. He's gonna be an Olympian this year and stuff. But yeah, he's not gonna reach those heights. It's different. It's different on that side. Asia is already shoot. Her resume is at her age is I think that her resume is better than Michael Jordan's at this age right now. Championship, defensive player of the year, all that stuff. MVPs at the age, yeah. Special. Yeah, see, look, Terrence is here. You know what I'm saying? Medium ugly, we out here. Oh, Torrance, I'm sorry, Torrance. Medium ugly is out here. We here. You know what I'm saying? It's what it
Boy,
is.
you share the same genes as me. Ain't nothing medium ugly about us.
Damn, man. So
I can only speak for me and the people that share my genes. That's never been one of my problems. God is good.
the
God is
next like
good.
nah. We're gonna get out of here though. But yo, listen, come back tomorrow at 8:30. We're gonna be talking about Candace Parker the whole episode. Just giving her flowers and stuff. So definitely for like y'all to join us or whatever. If y'all want to actually come on the show, maybe we might actually open up a spot for y'all to come on the
Yeah.
show and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Come on the show and just talk about Candace Parker real quick, man. You know what I mean? I think that would be a fun show. Torrance is funny. See, there, I guess she's forcing me to be cute. No, but yeah, we're just gonna do just give Candace Parker her flowers and everything like that. So just
Yes.
tap in with us tomorrow. I think that is dope to see that she retired on her terms and everything,
Yep.
and she elite player, man. So
And I
that's
got
basically
love
what it
for all
is.
y'all hating broads too.
Ooh, I can't wait to see.
It's
Well,
tomorrow.
yeah,
I
definitely.
was like, people was checking on me. My dad called me. Like people were very concerned. But I made it through the day, guys. And tomorrow we got a lot to discuss because we're talking about the great Candace Nicole Parker.
Yeah. With that being said, we'll get out of here. Thank you for listening to us again. Whether you're in the car listening to the audio or if you was listening to us on YouTube live or later, please don't forget to follow this show on your Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you consume your content on. Please leave that 5-star review, that rating, everything as well. Subscribe to the podcast and everything like that. Don't forget to follow me at the Artest Effect on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to follow Lolo Bike on Twitter, Hoops with Low on Instagram, and everything like that. So, yeah, with that being said, man, we're going to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Love is love. Peace.